Hey, so I thought I'd bring you along for the ride to see how I learn and work out a new piece. And so there's this one Bach piece called Wachet auf, which means Sleeper's Wake. It's a very famous Bach piece. There's a vocal version and there's a organ version, and of course, the internet has any way to number of ways to find the printed sheet music of it. You can find the original text, or you can find someone else's piano production of it. And I went ahead and just did a Google search. There's a site called IMSLP, and a lot of times people will upload their arrangements or have arrangements available, and some of them you need to pay for. And so there was this one that had good ratings. You can see people give it star ratings, and I went ahead and downloaded this one. Where is it? Sheet music, arrangements and transcriptions. This one's where is it? Which one did I get? It's it's one of these. Anyway, oh yeah, this one right here. The Leonard Borwick transcriptions. It has all the right notes in it. And then I went ahead and grabbed it, and it looks like this. No, not that one. Let's see. Let's go to home. I'm in this app called Good Notes. I like how it organizes the stuff. Anyway, it looks like this, and the Sleeper's Wake is the first one. So I kind of spent a little bit of time looking at what the chords are. It's pretty much just the melody and bass at the beginning, but you can kind of figure out, okay, if that's all you want to play, then that's fine. It goes like this. Right? But you want to make it sound cool on guitar, so I guess you want to find the balance between how cool you want to make it on guitar versus how pure you want to be with the Bach. So I kind of find somewhere in the middle, for me, like I'm trying to not take it too far out. I want to honor, the greatness of Bach. I'm not better than Bach, but I also am stuck with this instrument. And there's certain things that it does really well that it can't copy an organ. It can't copy, like this is it becomes an inferior instrument when you try to do what it doesn't do. I don't know if that makes sense, but so I'm trying to find something that sounds cool on guitar. And there's certain voicings that really work well. So, and a lot of times the way Bach writes, he writes very harmonically. What I mean by that is his melodies sometimes outline a really beautiful chord voicing. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to kind of equate the first several notes with the chord. It's an E flat 2 chord. So that's why I kind of jotted down E flat 2. Get my handy Apple Pencil, and I'll just write in a chord name to remind me of the shape that I worked out. Plus, I also acknowledge that this music was written for spaces that had lots of reverb. So I'm kind of justifying my sustain ideas based on the fact that each note would kind of have some dust on it. Each note would have some, it would carry over the sustain in the space. So I'm just kind of doing that here. Okay, and then you have this this minor third with a G, and then a flat 2. It's really cool, right? So I'm kind of thinking of that as like a kind of a Phrygian-ish chord, So knowing the key center and the function of each chord, it's okay to put this like kind of modal spin on it. So here's a 1 chord, okay, and then here's a 3 chord, and then here's a 4 chord. Now I know it just has a root or doubled root, and then a 7th, and normally this would be thought of as like a tensiony note, right? But in our modern, there's a nice major 9 chord, and then you have this 13. I call it a 13, and I'm going to play that open G because I think it sounds cool. Actually, I'm going to do it with this finger. So fingerings kind of matter because you want to get to the next chord or idea elegantly. So that's why I did this. And I'm going to do first and second finger, so I can do keep this finger as like a common thread to get to the next shape. Now that note is actually not even written in, but what I'm doing is I'm kind of implying that as a major 7 chord. Again, the sustain is going to carry over in the space of where this tune was originally written. So I'm just going to play it like this. So that's the opening theme. And then there's a departure. It goes up to this G minor with a minor 3rd on top. Okay, but I'm gonna make that a minor triad. So I went up here, and then now I know it's just a C, and the melody goes, but it kind of has this vibe. Like if you kind of combine all the melody notes as a chord, it kind of has this chord. This is an E flat 2 over C. So, and then it has this, I call that like a B flat 7, but it has like this sus, so you can kind of work on your comping that way too. You just have like a chord shape and you play a scale around it. So that kind of stuff I did for jazz, so it's not that much of a leap to do it here as well, And then you have A flat in the bass with a B flat in the melody, and I'm just going to play that as that chord. It's a B flat triad over A flat, 3rd inversion, B flat dominant. So yeah, if you've done a lot of chord studies, a lot of this music reading, music deciphering is going to be reminders of something you've already played before, as opposed to brand new sight reading. I think that's sort of the difference between what I'm doing versus what like a classical transcription would be. Classical transcription would be very strict, like, okay, we have to play the notes that Bach wrote, whereas I'm kind of taking a little bit more of a liberty of like, okay, this chord is implied, I'm going to play this voicing of that chord that sounds cool on guitar. That's my sort of intent, like try to keep it true to the flavor of what Bach intended, but as if Bach wrote it on a Fender Telecaster. Or not necessarily a Fender Telecaster, but anyway, the guitar. So took a little bit too much of a liberty there, but that's a B flat 13. By the way, do you know this lick? So when I started playing guitar, this was the Freddie the Freeloader lick, right? Freddie the Freeloader from the Miles album, Kind of Blue. think it's the most top-selling jazz album of all time. But in the 90s, when I was teaching, early 2000s, I guess, there was a boner pill commercial that had this as the music. It was I think a Cialis or something like that. So as I was teaching, like, people stopped referring to this as the Freddie the Freeloader idea and started referring to it as the Cialis commercial lick. So, but I think that's fallen out of favor. Anyway, let's leave that concept out of it. How about that? Let's see. Now here's where you have to do a little bit of deciphering, and as far as like labeling of a chord, sometimes labels help you just remember what shape you played. So this right here, like, it could be a couple of things, but I'm implying that it's this chord, which is an A half diminished in second inversion. It's got the flat 5 in the bass. And then we have this C in the bass, and the melody goes, so it's minor third to minor third here. So, and then, so again, it's just 2 notes, but I'm kind of implying a chord here in the context of the key, what the key is doing. So I'm doing C minor 2 over E flat. No, not C minor 2, just a C minor. I don't know why I wrote 2. Maybe because it was from here. And then we have an F going to F sus. And then a G minor going to a G minor with a 4th in the melody. And then we have an F7 over A. So I'm kind of, again, I'm making a leap as to what chord is implied, but you just kind of use your knowledge of what the key center is doing. And here we've modulated to the 4 chord. We're in B flat right now. So this is an F7 chord, a 5 chord in B flat. And then we have a 1 chord, By the way, isn't that a cool chord? It's basically an F major first inversion, but the melody has a 4th in the and then so we have 1, a 5, a 6, back to a 5, and then we have this C minor over E flat. And I'm kind of trying to sustain some of the notes here. And then we have a B flat with a D in the bass. And then a C minor. So it kind of goes up the scale like a kind of sustained, like this C minor shape. And then a 4 chord. I mean, this kind of stuff is fun to use as comping and, kind of chord melody stuff. Hey everybody. Let's see. And then that's a tough measure because there's a lot going on, By the way, if you know diminished triads, it helps with arranging this stuff, because most of the time as jazz players, whenever there's a diminished chord symbol that shows up in a tune, we just assume it's a diminished 7, but that's not always the case. Diminished triads are actually really flavorful and really useful, especially when you do like different bass notes over it. Like, so here in this case, it's just A diminished with a C in the bass. It's just a first inversion diminished chord, right? It's not kind of reminds you of an F7, but it's not an F7 yet. So, and then let me play that again. So from the top. Beautiful. I love this melody. In fact, I could probably do it with a little bit more delay. Now, the second page, it basically has the same melody but a different harmonization, which is so interesting. And I'm still working this one out, but and that's a cool chord. It's like a C7 sus, but with a flat 6. And then here we have, actually let me change that fingering to 1 and 2 here. Let's see. 2, 1. So I don't know, do you like that better? So I like it. Now this one's interesting. So we have like the notes that are written are just a doubled A flat in the bass, a C, that middle voice is a C, and then the E flat up top. So it's an A flat major. So I'm kind of taking a little bit of liberty by playing this, you know. And then what I'm doing is I'm sustaining that G and the F, keeping that A flat on top. But I'm gonna play that C here. So that's not really out of the realm of correctness, you know. The C is there. The only thing that's not explicitly there is I'm striking that C again by playing this chord, and I'm sustaining the A and the F together. Sorry, the G and the F. And this is one of my favorite chords. Hey, someone's got good comments. Yeah. So let's see here. Let's see. Let me do it from the top of this page. This one. Now this is a first inversion B flat 7 chord. So normally I would probably be more used to playing it up here. So I could do that, you know, just for ease of use, you know. But it's a little smoother if I can practice this one, because it's, you know, I need to work on that, you know. So I'm thinking of that as a chord. This is an E flat sus, just a 1, 4, and 5. But I'm sustaining it like a chord. This is cool. It's a D and the flat 5 here, and then I'm going to play that open G because I like the sustain. I like that crunch. So. Just the okay, and this is what I'm up to. So this is a so it's a bit of a struggle. You have to like think, okay, what did Bach mean, and how can I make it sound cool on guitar? So what's written is a C. Like I'm not that good at reading bass clef, even though I started out on cello. Sometimes I have to like think, what is that? Okay, a C, and so it's, the chord that's written is a C minor, just a C with a E flat and a G here. So maybe so we have a G and an A. So I'm going from it's a C minor 6, right? But I have to determine if this is a good shape to use because of what's coming next. So what's coming next? It's a G minor with the minor 3rd on top. So you can kind of see, what's the low note and what's the high note and how can I fill it in to make it sound cool on guitar. So maybe I'll do something like this. That works. But what's coming next? It's back to C, and it's going to go the 3, 2, 3, the minor 3rd to, actually it does this. Okay, so what's interesting is so the top note is this, but there's a middle voice that goes, so minor 3rd to 4. So let me see if I can play that somehow. But then the bass note goes up to, maybe I'll have to imply a D minor there. So that might be what I have to do. So I'm going to go from C minor, and then there's a 6 there. C minor 6 to G minor to a C minor, and I'll put a C minor 2. That reminds me of to do this. Right? And then it's going to go to D minor. So what would that sound like? And then the chord right after that is an E flat with a minor, the major 3rd on top. So you see that E flat, and then there's a G. So let's see. So let's see if I can do it, make it sound smooth. Actually, it's a D minor 2. If I want to keep that, the flat 2. If I want to keep that that E flat in there, I'll have to add a flat 2 on that D minor. Does that make sense? So, and then I'll just do an E flat here. So that measure is going to sound like this. Actually, I like that. I just need to get it under my fingers for a second. So, repetitions, right? This is not what you came to see. You didn't come to see me practice, I'm sure, but this is the process, right? So it's kind of like a puzzle. It's good for your brain. It's like doing a Sudoku or something, in the morning. Just let me see what kind of fingering I can do to make the Bach sound cool on guitar, Let me try again. That was cool. All right, so let me do the what I have so far on this page. All right, so you don't have to see me struggle over the rest unless you want to. I guess you know you don't have to stay here if you don't want to. But here's I'll go on. I guess if anyone wants to see me struggle, this is the process. It just takes some mental energy, and you know I can do it for I don't know an hour or so until my brain starts to get fried and I want to go do something else. But funny thing is, if I have exercised recently, like in the past like 3 or 4 days, that length of concentration, that intense concentration, can extend quite a bit. I don't know if any of you have experienced that, but someone's got some good questions. Okay, so yeah, I definitely would play this at a gig for sure. I think it would work as a trio tune for sure. I've done some Chopin tunes and some other Bach tunes as trio tunes, and it works great. And as far as like you can improvise on it too. The Baroque musicians used to write tunes like and improvise on them. It's sort of a lost art, I think, amongst the classical community, but that's how they used to do it. All right, so we have the next chord. There's an F and an A. Okay, so we have like this Lydian chord. So I might, let's see. Well, that's nice. Nice contrary motion here. So the E flat is sustained. So here we have what would be implied as it's an F over E flat. You might recognize this as the third inversion of a dominant 7. So we have, and then I'm going to play this B flat 2 over D. Even though there's only 2 notes implied, it's a D and a B flat. I could even play it like that to be a little bit more pure. You know, it's like it's a B flat over D. Let's see. So these 2 measures. Let's see here. I like that. And then the bass note goes to a G. So. There's a G right there, and then it goes to A, and then C and E flat. So that's like an A diminished triad, but it's really going to sound like an F. Let's see, how can I make that sound cool? Let's see. Let's see. That's cool. I'll just jot that down. I might have to change it. It's an A diminished. When I say A diminished, I just mean A diminished. Not A diminished 7th, but A diminished. So it's a triad. And then we have a B flat in the bass. Let's see. Let's see what is that F, E, D. So it's going to go B flat, D, E flat, F. Yeah, so like I have to count ledger lines down when it goes to B flat. Bass clef, really low bass clef. I'm not so good at reading that. So we have, let's see. B flat, how can I play that to make it sound cool on guitar? Maybe I'll play it like this here. is like a, it's a B flat, but there's like a fourth involved. So I'm going to treat it as a B flat sus. Here, let's see. And then what is going on here? F, flat, D. Yeah, so actually, here, I'll go to B flat over D here. Yeah, I'll do this. That works. And then we have a C in the bass with a E flat. So it's E flat over C. No, I got that the wrong way around. C over E flat. C minor over E flat, I guess. C minor over E flat. First inversion, C minor. Let's see. And then we have an F in the bass, and then right after that, this B flat and C. Let's see what's happening after that to see what I should do. And then we just have a lot of bass notes moving, you know. Like we're getting back to the key of the original key of E flat. What is it here? So that's definitely like a B flat, B flat over A flat. E flat over G, and then this is an E flat. It goes from like a 4 to the 3. You know, the downbeat is on the 4. There's that B flat 13 again. Again, these cymbals, take them with a grain of salt. They're just to remind me of the shapes that I've worked out. You know? Hold on. I take that back. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Because look at the bass. It goes from A flat to B flat. And then you have a G on and a C. There's a, what would be like an A flat major 7. You can kind of think of it like that. And then there's a B flat major triad, you know. So I'm going to go, what is that? I'm going to think of that as an A flat major to a B flat. Again, there's only a skeleton, right? There's only a C and then an A and a B flat, right? So I'm gonna think of that as like a B flat 9. So, and then the bass does some action. How about that? What would be the left hand? So we have a C, a G, and the key signature. Yeah. So I'll play that kind of thing. Oh, someone has some good questions here. Use an AI app that automates this and outputs to Guitar Pro and Trip. Oh man, yeah, but okay. YouTube is showing ads in live streams. Oh man, I'm sorry about that. Um, oh yeah, if you want to know about my class, so I have a school. There's the link in the description. My school, it's called Creative Guitar Fundamentals, and I guess this is an ad too, so I apologize. But no, this my school. We meet twice a week, every Monday and Thursday evening Central Time at 8 o'clock. We do 90 minutes, so that's like pretty immersive, right? And we've been going all year 2024. I'm going to start it again in 2025. There's some people in my 2024 class that are going to stick around because they want to kind of iron it out all over again. And we talk about what I consider to be fundamentals: triads, arpeggios, tunes and tone and time and everything. Things that round out your musicianship and fill any gaps that you might have. We do a lot of theory. I think that typically fundamentals are boring things, but we do them in a musical way where I inspire you to think like a composer and compose your own etudes to master these things that I deem as fundamentals. So if you're interested, just somehow send me a message. I know that YouTube doesn't have like a messaging function, but you can find me on Instagram and or from my website, noeljohnston.com, and send me a message and I'll give you some more information about it. But again, the link is in the description, and we have so if you we have like about a dozen people in the school right now, and so each one gets like individual attention. Like we'll do private one-on-ones whenever you need extra help. But like I like the class format with the instant feedback and stuff. It's really cool. So let's continue. So we have this. It's a C, a G, and then the melody goes. I'm looking at this part in the bass clef here. This A flat to B flat. So I'm thinking of that as I kind of think of it as a modal chord. We're in the key of A flat at this, E flat in this moment. So it's sort of an Aeolian sound. And then the bass goes to F, and you have an A on top. So that's A flat. Sorry, it's a 2 chord. So I'm sustaining that minor third and that 2. So let me write that on top. So this is like a C with a flat 6, C minor. There's no minor. It's just like a modal chord, right? It's neither major nor minor. And then we have an F minor 2. Minor 2. Take that symbol with a grain of salt. It's just to remind me that I'm playing it like this. And then we have a G. Oh, no, that's not a G. What is that? That would be a G in treble clef. See, it's a B flat. So we have B flat, a double B flat, and an F. So just like a 5 chord, right? Let's see if I can. It's like a B flat 5, and then it's going to go to this A flat over B flat over A flat. Let's see what happens next before I commit to a shape. This is a G in the bass, and so we have an E flat. Yeah, so I'm going to think of that as like an E flat over G, just like this, and then E flat 2. I'm going to go. There's a shape that I like where I can sustain the third and the Man, thank you. Yoon Jazz says, I used to be a pupil of Noel at UNT and my best experience in my life. Man, thank you for that. I appreciate that very much. And we have an E flat 2. E flat 2. And then we have a D in the bass. So now I can think of that as a couple different things, right? To be consistent. Let's see, what can I do? So D. What I'd like to do is I'd like to treat that as a B flat over D, and that 4 to 3. So sorry, did I say no? No, I meant E flat. E flat, right? But it's like a major 7 in the bass. So E flat 4 over D flat. No, D over D. And then here we have this sus, right? Sus. What would that sound like in context? Let's see if we can try this again here. Sped through this part, didn't I? I didn't write anything down. Yeah. Right. It's like a B flat 7. I might write a B flat sus. B flat 7 sus, because that's the kind of shape I'm playing first. Coming from in order to find the best, most efficient fingering. So let's see here. F, B flat, C. So I might play it like a roll. It's like an arpeggiated chord right here. F, B flat, and C. So it's like an F sus. Yeah. Like a roll, you know. That was terrible. What is that? What is that? Like this. So we have make sense? That's that roll, right? Let's see. And then B flat. I don't know why I said sus here. So we have a D and an. Unless I could do it like this. Sometimes you come up with a really cool voicing that that is really like surprising, but I don't know if I can do it here. So there's a D in there as well. No. All right, this is a struggle, and I'm sorry you're sitting here watching this, but this is the struggle where you're like, how can I play that D? I want to sustain the F, the E flat, and the F, but I also want to get a D in there as well. And I don't know if I can. So you know, you don't want to hurt your hand because you want to be able to perform it, you know. But that's how it would be, you know. So give me a second. What would I play here? Yeah, I might have to forego the richness of that chord. We have, unless I could just do like this, you know. Let's see here. That's awkward, but it's doable. So you have to decide, is the awkwardness worth it, musically worth it? This is sort of the where I kind of make a departure from the typical classical transcription model, where the classical musician would, like, you have to do that, you know, you have to make it, you know, even though it's awkward. But if it doesn't sound like natural to the instrument, or if it's not something that you sort of find the path of least resistance. Like, you can practice really, really hard until you can sort of get it, but then if it just doesn't lay well on the instrument, it's just not going to ever sound good. So I'm going to find like this sort of wormhole of what sounds good and what's worth it. You know, what, like, I don't know if that makes sense. But so let me see if I can do something here. Maybe. See if I can do this here. So that it sort of approximates it, you know. Just won't play it. That's probably why I wrote B flat 7. Anyway, so here's that measure. Do it a little faster. That'll sound cool, like in totality, you know. Okay. I like that. I mean, it still sounds like Bach, you know. Let me try again. And then. I'm going to do this. this shape, the G shape, you know. No. No, what is that? Yeah, C. Yeah, sorry. So it's like a B flat over C. B flat over C. And B flat over D, and then over D. And then we have an E flat in the bass. Yeah. Okay. Then we have like this E flat 4, you know, sus, you know, I'll just say 4 to 3. 4 to 3. All right, let's see if we can get up to that repeat. Top of the page, here we go. That pick kind of was in the right key, wasn't it? Could you hear that? I grabbed my pick because I wanted to see if I could play with the pick too. No, Liz. Yeah, if I want to get that trill, I have to do it a different fingering. Boy, I should have said A flat. So you see that trill? That's it's not something that I can play if I'm doing it like that. It's hard. It's too hard, you know. Even though, yeah, I'm gonna play it like this. So let's see if I can get to it easier. Do that. So I'll write a fingering in there. So I'm going to play that B flat with my pinky. So that last measure here. Yeah. All right. So that's. Oh. You could play E flat like that too. It doesn't have to be here. But I might go up there because. Maybe. Let's see. What do you think? Do you think staying down here is better, or do you think this is better? I'm looking at this measure right here. Or, so that's where I kind of jump up here. Or nah, I think up here is better because then I can do this. It's easier to play that chord. All right, so that's the first half of that tune. So thank you for bearing with me. Let me just see if anyone has any good questions. But I'm happy to take your questions. Man, some good comments here. So David Henderson said, I thought I was a harmony geek, and now I guess I'm not. Wait, did I talk about something super nerdy that is beyond you? Anyway, yeah, it's cool how he just changes keys in such elegant and beautiful ways and does this contrary motion. Let me play it again. If anyone has any questions, I'll try to check the chat and see if anyone has any questions. Okay, that's oh man. Okay, so Kid Wolfman asks what reverb I'm using. I'm actually using a delay pedal. This is the I'm using the Halo Core, the Keeley, Andy Timmons and Robert Keeley designed Halo Core, and it's pretty cool because it's got this the trails kind of sound like reverb, don't they? So this is without the delay, just totally dry, right? And that's with the Halo Core on. Anyway, well, thanks everybody for sticking with me. You just saw me how I like to practice, you know, and I think the ability to extract beauty from the classical tradition is something that us as like improvising guitar or jazz guitar players, I guess, don't do enough. I think there's some really gorgeous ideas that we can extract, from Bach and even Chopin. I love Chopin too, and just kind of getting your arranging chops, I think, is something fun to do. Of course, you can apply this same stuff to doing chord melodies of jazz tunes as well. Yeah, isn't it a great tune? I love this. Yeah, this is one of my favorite Bach melodies. I did another one. I might have to do another one of these live lessons because I did the Sarabande from the French Suite, and I actually arranged it and I wrote it out, and the people in my class have it. Yeah, if you're interested in joining my class or joining my school, I mean, it's like more than just a class, I guess. It's like a very consistent, twice a week thing. If you'd like to join, just let me know. Find me on, so get a message to me somehow. But I appreciate everybody for sticking with me, and I'll see you later.